Welcome to First Look. We are super excited to bring you District 9 from Weta Workshops, a 2 to 4 player game that is going to mirror the events that happen within the movie.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite, I think one of our favorite movies, and it's really cool to see this thing finally coming to the table. And Weta's really poured a lot of theme into this thing. It all revolves around grabbing the tech, and if you've ever seen the movie, you'll know what that means. But the tech in this game are the points that you're going to collect.
The game is going to take place over 3 distinct days that are also going to mirror the events. Each of these days is going to bring new characters into the game. It's going to dictate the actions of Wickus himself, and it's going to change actually the actions that you get to take. Each of the players is going to be representing one of the 4 different factions, trying to go out into the district and basically steal the technology from the Prawn.
Yeah, and that includes, Jeremy's got the MNU board over there, which are like effectively most of the humans in the movie. I've actually got sort of the prawns, or the gang type
like
prawns.
A militarized prawn.
Yeah, exactly, from the movie. And there's some other factions as well, but it really brings a lot of different flavor to this game and makes, again, really underscores that theme that the movie comes through with.
You will be dealing with not only the other players at the table trying to grab that tech from them, but also as the game progresses, you're naturally going to be making the Prawn angry. By stealing their technology, you're going to be increasing the unrest level, which is going to introduce more Prawn into the game. It's going to make their levels higher, and it's also going to make them engage combat with you directly.
Yeah, and the combat in this game is handled really well. You might look at this thing and think, oh, this must be throwing dice all over the place. There is no dice in this game. It is mostly deterministic. There's going to be a little bit of luck, but again, when you go into any fight in this game, you can actually go in knowing you're going to defeat the Prawn in a certain space, and then potentially the card that you flip to get a little extra boost might add to that.
Each player will have a truck that they'll be able to use to move around the board. The truck is going to have 3 locations where they can place allies and 3 locations where they can place equipment. Also, each of these locations can hold tech, so you have a decision to make anytime you go into a district. If you wish to evict the Prawn from it, you can collect that tech, but you're giving up those spots for the allies and the equipment that can also help your ability to move and to do combat within the game.
Yeah, everything in the game really revolves around your vehicle, but you are also going to be able to get some deployable allies in the game. That's going to bring more miniatures for your side of things out onto the board. And these things are going to come from your own deck, but also from this deck here. And these, again, really underscore that narrative. And when you achieve certain things in the game, you're going to be able to draw some of these cards, which might bring out some of these deployable allies.
Speaking of miniatures, there are a ton of miniatures. You have miniatures for all the Prawn. They come in 1s, 2s, and 3s, and they're going to litter the board through the game. Each of the players is going to have deployable allies, and then they're also going to have a lot of NPCs that you can prop your own base onto to be able to make them come to your side. The last miniature, though, is the best. At the end of day 2, you're going to introduce the mech. Now, if you've seen the movie, you're going to know what the mech does. And it's also going to be dropping tech, so you have to actually engage combat with it and make it drop its own tech, because these will be worth points to you as well.
Yeah, you're literally scrambling around from day 1 trying to grab as much tech as you can. There's tech all over the board. Like Jeremy said, the mech is going to start dropping tech. But again, that stuff falls off of your vehicle as well, because there's no hit points in this. When you take damage, you lose all that stuff.
Yeah.
So then you have to go collect it back up. That's what the whole game revolves around.
Very, very cool balancing act. We invite you guys to come back in a couple weeks, as we will be doing a complete preview about how the game plays, all the different actions that you can take within the game. But for now, if you have any questions, make them in the comments below. Subscribe to us, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and make sure you check out their Kickstarter as soon as it launches. Take care.
Bye-bye.